Now, it is time for us to get started with the game, as of which we have a total of 7 memory blocks we need to go through here, and officially this is pretty much all 7 of them, and also I've just realised something. Well, I'll do it in a moment, but anyways. Solomon's Temple, Jerusalem. Memory acquisition. Memory open. Al-Mualim has sent me into the ruins beneath Solomon's Temple. He seeks an artifact held here by the Templars. But why me? Errands such as this are the providence of novices. Worse yet, he asked I babysit Malik and Kadar. Or Kada. Whatever is better. They'd best not get in my way. Anyways, let's do this. And now it's time for a cutscene.
There must be another way. This one need not die.
An excellent kill. Fortune favors your blade.
Not fortune, skill. Watch a while longer and you might learn something.
Indeed. He'll teach you how to disregard everything the Masters taught us.
And how would you have done it?
I would not have drawn attention to us. I would not have taken the life of an innocent. What I would have done is follow the creed.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Understand these words. It matters not how we complete our task, only that it's done.
But this is not the way
My way is better.
I will scout ahead. Try not to dishonor us further.
What is our mission? My brother would say nothing to me. Only that I should be honored to have been invited.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
Okay, so let's now get started with the game itself. But first off, there is something else I need to do, considering this is probably necessary. And just trying to put everything up to about the same level. And yeah, okay. Let's now get going with the game itself. And as of which we need to go this way. And we are introduced to Free Step. Press and hold R1 and X and move with the left toggle stick, or in other words, L3, to jump from object to object. And oh yeah, I forgot. I should also mention using this can also help me to climb over walls. And now we head up the ladder, where I'm pretty sure we will confront some invaders. Although first of all we have a guard to take care of. So pressing R1 and locking onto the target. Press square for a low profile kill, or press and hold R1 and press square for a high profile kill. And well, because I do not want to be noticed, I'm just gonna walk over and press square because I like to keep low profile. And now we get another cutscene, and I am officially going to mute myself before we do that.
There. That must be the Ark.
The Ark of the Covenant?
Don't be silly. There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet. Someone's coming.
I want us through this gate before sunrise. The sooner we possess it, the sooner we can turn our attention to those jackals at Masyaf.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
No. We were asked to retrieve the treasure and deal with Robert only if necessary.
He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair!
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise the Brotherhood.
I am your superior, in both title and ability. You should know better than to question me.
So, I think it's fair to say for this first part, Altair, who is the name of the main character in this, is pretty much a jumped up little shit, is what I can safely say. For this part, and now we just need to walk over to the soldiers of the invader himself.
Lord Templars, you are not the only ones with business here.
Ah. Well, this explains my missing man. And what is it you want?
And since this is basically the only thing I can really do, all I need to do is attempt an assassination, and well, since I've already shown the low profile kill, I'm now going to go high profile.
Blood.
No!
You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message. The Holy Land is lost to him and his. He should flee now while he has the chance. Stay, and all of you will die.
Okay,
Kill the assassins!
so that was basically an attempted murder that immediately backfired, as I would have anticipated since I have done this before. And now we basically need to run up the steps. And then, once we make it through the wall, we should be able to basically move on. And I'd also like to introduce walling into the effect, so that's pretty much what I'm going to do. So this is what we need to do, basically the same mechanism we have for sprint, and I am going to do this. And then I think it's this way where we need to climb up yet another wall, and this time we are introduced to climbing. Same mechanism as sprint and walling. Don't know if that's a word or not, but I'll go with whatever it takes. And now we get another cutscene. And now we just have to wait for the game to load, and I think this is where we more or less end up in town, so I'm just going to mute myself again for the next cutscene.
Altair, you've returned.
Raouf.
It is good to see you unharmed. I trust your mission was a success.
Is the master in his tower?
Yes, buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace, Altair.
On you as well.
Okay, so we are now introduced to GPS, which is right there on the right hand side, and now we need to get up to the top of the hill, which is where Al-Mualim's fortress is, and now I'm going to showcase the map. And I can also set my marks here, as of which the player does have the ability to set his marks on where he needs to go, and all we need to do first is get through this town here, which is called Masyaf, and then we can pretty much make our way up to the fortress to see what the Master Al-Mualim has to say to us. And I am pretty sure he will probably be pissed off by the time we make it. So, yeah. Things are not going to be traditionally pretty for the next couple of minutes. And have I gone the right way this time? Apparently I have not. Well, at least I can say I'm discovering the town itself. And not going to assassinate these people, so going back into fist mode, just so I do not cause any arousing suspicions. This is not the way to go. It's somewhere up here, I think. Am I going the right direction? Okay, I am going the right direction this time. And up there you can see is the fortress, which stands at the top of the mountain. And heading up the hill, also noticing some guards. They are our allies, so no need to do anything with them at the present time. And just gonna go through here.
Ah, he returns at last. Abbas, where are the others? Did you ride ahead hoping to be the first one back? I know you are loath to share the glory. Silence is just another form of assent.
Have you nothing better to do?
I bring word from the Master. He waits for you in the library. Best hurry. No doubt you're eager to put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll be plenty of time for that later, brother.
Yeah, so I think it's fair to say Altair at the moment is definitely proving to be what I would like to say a cocky little shit. And apparently at the moment I am having trouble trying to clear my throat. But anyways, let's enter the fortress. And
The Master waits within.
Al-Mualim is at the top, as of which the library is the floor just above us. So it is now time for another cutscene, so you know what that means. Microphone muting time.
Altair,
Master.
come forward. Tell me of your mission. I trust you have recovered the Templar's treasure.
There was some trouble, Master. Robert de Sable was not alone.
When does our work ever go as expected? It's our ability to adapt that makes us who we are.
This time it was not enough.
What do you mean?
I have failed you.
The treasure?
Lost to us.
And Robert?
Escaped.
I send you, my best man, to complete a mission more important than any that has come before. And you return to me with nothing but apologies and excuses.
I did.
Do not speak! Not another word! This is not what I expected. We'll need to mount another force.
I swear to you I'll find him. I'll go in.
No! You'll do nothing. You've done enough. Where are Malik and Kadar?
Dead.
No! Not dead.
Malik?
I still live at least.
And your brother?
Gone. Because of you!
Robert threw me from the room. There was no way back. Nothing I could do.
Because you would not heed my warning! All of this could have been avoided! And my brother would still be alive! Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Nearly?
I've what your favorite failed to find. Here. Take it. Though it seems I've returned with more than just their treasure.
Master, we are under attack. Robert de Sable lays siege to Masyaf's village.
So he seeks a battle. Very well. I'll not deny him. Go. Inform the others. The fortress must be prepared. As for you, Altair, our discussion will have to wait. You must make for the village. Destroy these invaders. Drive them from our home.
It will be done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Okay, so for this part we now need to head down to Masyaf to officially go and, well, assassinate the invaders. So heading down the mountain now once again.
Altair, it's good you've come. We need your help.
What's happened?
Templars. They attacked the village. Most of our people were able to get away. Most, but not all.
What do you need me to do?
Distract the Templars. Keep them occupied while I rescue those still trapped inside.
As you wish.
Okay. Also, I should probably mention the year this game is based is 1191 AD, so if you studied history of medieval times, at least before the Renaissance and the Black Death, you would probably know very well, or the Renaissance I should say, you would probably know very well that technically King Richard I of England, more commonly known as Richard the Lionheart, was on his Third Crusade, and this is more or less the closing stages of that Third Crusade. And this is how we select the sword. So we get 4 different options here, as of which we get throwing knives, fist, the assassination blade, and also the sword. And of course, I have my sword at the ready, which means, of course, it is now slaughtering time. So, let's get to it.
I'll hunt you down!
And now it's time for us to get into battle. 1 down, and still a couple more to go.
He's running into a dead end. He's finished.
And already onto the 3rd one, because apparently he killed one of the Allied soldiers. And 2 against 1, not very fair odds, but I'm pretty sure I can do it. Oh yeah, I should probably set my marker down here, which is where the bottom of the village is at, and apparently nearly 2,000 people live in this village, which is interesting. Yours first. Eat shit. Okay, who is next? In terms of my... Oh, there you are. Okay, he's dead. And heading down the hill now once again, to try and see what else there is for me to do. Depends on knowing if I'll get you first. And 2 more soldiers to deal with here. Sorry, 2 more Templars to deal with here. And trying to see... Okay, there we go. And now we have just a little bit further to go. So, running down the hill. Don't know if we've got any more soldiers to kill or not, but I'm pretty sure we have one. Yes, we do. And... okay, so we've still got a couple left, but at least I can say I know what it is I'm doing.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
And I think we get another cutscene in a moment. If I'm not mistaken. Anyways, heading up here.
Altair, come. Al-Mualim's not done with us yet.
Where are we going?
Up there. We've a surprise plan for our guests. Just do as I do. It should become clear soon enough.
Okay, so all we can really do now is just head up the ladder.
This way, brother.
And where I'm pretty sure we will have another cutscene. And again, like I've said before, it is going to be hard for me to try and squeeze my voice in because of how much dialogue there is in this game. And there's a lot. It's also a shame to say we don't get subtitles in this game. And just going to check again to be sure, but I'm pretty sure we don't get any subtitle options here. And okay, we do not. Would be nice, but I'm afraid we don't. And now we just need to head over here. But yeah, it would be nice if we could get subtitles in this game. Just a shame to say we don't. But you know. You know.
Return what you have stolen from me!
You've no claim to it, Robert. Take yourself from here before I'm forced to thin your ranks further.
You play a dangerous game!
I assure you, this is no game.
So be it! Bring forth the hostage! Your village lays in ruins, and your stores are hardly endless. How long before your fortress crumbles from within? How disciplined will your men remain when the wells run dry and their food is gone?
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the rewards it brings.
Good. Then they shall have it all around.
Follow me, and do so without hesitation.
Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear. Go to God!
Okay, so what we need to do now is demonstrate the leap of faith. Press and hold R1 and X, and L3 towards the edge to perform a leap of faith. Pigeons will show you where to jump. That's a hinter. Even though I cannot say we'll always get pigeons.
Oh, my leg!
To know that.
Oh, my leg!
Quiet, or the Templars will hear us. I'll stay behind and tend to him. You'll have to go ahead without us. The ropes there will bring you to a trap we've set. Go
So,
and release it. Rain death
anyways.
upon our enemies.
So we have some beams here, and this is basically how we can walk across. And basically, it does also tell us it's easier to move in low profile. And I can pretty much say I'm doing this in low profile anyway. It's pretty much a tightrope walk, I guess you could say, but these beams are clearly made from wood, and of course the rope surrounding them is at least keeping them in position. So, walking across each of these, and of course the ropes do also indicate where we need to go, and not going to do anything drastic here, just going to try and see if I can make it across. Indeed I do. And now we need to make it up to the top. Okay. Everything seems to be okay at the moment. And also using these things here because, well, that's how we can progress. Up on top, and now these are basically logs underneath us, so we need to basically cut the beams in order to officially give them an avalanche, I guess you could say. But yeah, anyways, cutting the beams, and there we go.
To a more recent one.
You did well to drive Robert from here. His force is broken. It shall be a long while before he troubles us again. Tell me, do you know why it is you are successful? You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you doing?
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenet, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds. Make humble your heart, child, or I swear I'll tear it from you with my own hands. The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck. The third and final tenet, the worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I am sorry. Truly I am. But I cannot abide a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave me no choice. Peace be upon you, Altair.
He's experiencing a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I'm still pulling him out. He's been in there way too long.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or two?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
I really don't see the need.
Warren, please.
Fine.
Okay, so I should mention the two main characters we have in this game are, well, besides Desmond Miles, the other two characters we effectively have here in the laboratory are called Lucy Stillman and Warren Vidic. So, we have a clothes closet, I think. Of course, I can press any button to show you what happens here.
Man, I can't even change my clothes.
So that's not been accessed yet. And I think it's in here where we need to overhear what's going on in the conference room, even though we probably cannot hear them very well.
There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
And I don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy, this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadline. But I'm smart enough not to challenge them. Do you want to wind up like this?
I know the accident has everyone on edge.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down. And then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. You just need to have a little faith.
Fine. But I want you thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat. It's bad enough we have to trace through all of these useless memories.
I'll do what I can.
Okay, so apparent as it might be, what happens, of course, is that, well, ultimately we were stabbed by Al-Mualim as a result of causing betrayal to the Brotherhood. And also, apparent as it might be, there was the inclusion of Altair murdering the old man, which was declared, of course, to be needless, more or less. So we just need to head over here, and then they'll basically tell us to go to bed.
We're done for today, Mr. Miles. I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
So that's basically what we more or less need to do, and in a moment they'll pretty much lock the door, so that proves sleeping is the only choice I really have.
Damn it, they locked the door.
So the door has now been locked, and sleep is the only thing we can really do. And then that will move us on to the next segment. So, our first segment is down, and we still have many more to go.